Okay, so like you recently like blew the fuck up.
I'm confused. I'm just as confused as you. If you're gonna ask me how it happened, I couldn't tell you.
No, I'm not confused because I know you worked hard
not.
in it. It's there's this one YouTuber. I think it's. Do you watch Nikki and Coco Moco? They do like a lot of like music type of podcasts. And they talk about artists and creators, and they have this phrase that says, "It takes 10 years to be an overnight success."
Yeah.
Wow. I have chills.
Yeah. So it's like artists like Victoria Monet, who just won Best New Artist. She's been
doing
writing it for
There you
10,
go.
11 years. And then same with Ray with Escapism.
Oof, stop. I have chills. That makes me feel better for the amount of time I
But
did
it's
this
like
for.
you put in that time. I mean, obviously not 10 years is a expression.
It's a stretch, yeah. But
five is half.
5 is half.
5 plus 5 is 10. But I think it just really shows that if you commit and you are consistent, something just randomly, whether it's fucking algorithmically, whether it's just word of mouth, whatever it may be. And I think the reason why a lot of girls and, you know, obviously guys too, but like your audience is majority young girls, right? Yeah.
Like 18 to 24.
Yeah.
That means you're doing something right.
Yeah.
For sure.
Girls, girl.
I think the reason why it's connecting so much and we got so many messages sent in about this is like you exude this confidence that is like attainable. And yeah, I feel like you give this vibe that like, look, me, like if I can do this, you can do this too. And it inspires a lot of young girls maybe who aren't so confident. And we got so many questions about like your confidence and how do you
That's
say
crazy.
We did. Like how do you like what do you say like I don't want this to sound weird, but like, do you say that you're like just doing it for the camera, or do you genuinely feel like this is like?
I just think it's who I don't know. I think it's who I am.
Have you always been confident?
I think so. I think
good.
after high school, especially.
Yeah. Did you have an awkward phase?
No.
I wonder what it's like.
That's crazy. That's nice. And you never had an awkward phase.
I had a lot of acne in high school, and I went on Accutane.
Okay.
That might have done something for me for my
That might have been
personality.
it. Yeah.
Right.
Because like I wasn't shallow.
We all gotta
and I
have
had to
it.
like make up for like all the pimples on my face.
Right.
But I don't think I had an awkward phase that much. I think, I don't know. I really don't know what it is. I think being an only child made me really
You're an only
social.
child?
Yeah, it made me really social, and I had a lot of friends growing up. Just like I had a
good.
lot of friends, and I just
That's good.
I've always been the same person. You can like ask like my friends from high school. They're like, one thing about Tara, she never f***ing changed, and it's like whether that's good or bad. Like
I think that that's good, and I think it's refreshing because you hear so many stories of people with these like, you know, this past of like, you know, I used to never be confident, and it took this one event that like switched me, or like this happened, and I think it's just like
I think I've always been this way.
it's like kind of cool for you to sit here and be like, well, I don't feel bad that I've always been this way. This is who I am, and
yeah, but I think anyone can be this way.
1,000%.
100%. Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't always confident at all.
No, we both went through self-hatred.
Yeah.
For sure.
What, us? No fucking way.
But you and Megan Thee Stallion are the only people I've ever heard be like, I've always been confident. I've always loved myself.
I think I've always loved
And
myself.
I love it. Do you have a good relationship with your mom?
Yeah, I do.
That helps.
Yeah, I love
I don't
my
know
mom.
her, but I love her.
Yes.
My mom?
Yeah.
I'm sure she'd love you too.
I love that.
Actually, she did see that picture of me and you at Barney's, and she's like, "Oh, she's so pretty." And
Really?
I was like, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she thought you were like really pretty. She's like, "Who's
Fucking
this?"
queen.
Yeah.
Remember when I was like, yeah, you can't post until I face tune it?
Yeah.
And she looks at the thing on the digital, she goes, what do I need to change? I go, you know what? No, just send me the fucking photo.
Get in the lab.
Yeah. I blew that shit. Oh!
I didn't see the difference. I thought you looked beautiful no matter what.
No, I just like darkened thank you. I darkened the eye makeup. Cause,
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love
And
when
then,
you do that to me.
Tweak it a little.
Reconstructed my whole entire body. No, I'm
Okay.
kidding.
Wait, since you are so confident, when you do get hate comments, do you brush it off? Or
It depends on what. I think it doesn't make me mad. People are like, "Oh, she's such a pick me." I'm like, "Why?" Because I'm short, and I say I'm short. I am short.
That's honestly a great hate comment to get.
I know. I'm like, if the worst thing you can say is that pick me, choose me,
Yeah,
I'm like, go
that's-
for it. I don't give a f.
Well,
Yeah.
Because I know it's not true. If someone says something that's true about me, like some people are like, "Oh, she's annoying." I'm like, I could be a little annoying. So that like does upset me, but like, I'm like, so if you want to get to me, call me annoying.
Yeah.
You know?
do you take everything as like, what is it called?
Grain of salt.
No. Constructive criticism. Do you always try to view it in that way?
No, I don't really care to change myself.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm not gonna take the
working for
criticism.
I love that.
I'll work on myself, but
Right.
I like the way I am.
You'll expand who you are. You're
Yeah.
not going to
Change.
swap something out. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, I think being annoying is kind of the best thing ever. I think we're all annoying.
I think
in
you
our
have to
way.
be a little annoying to be on the internet. or else-
1000%.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hate comments. Like some of them bother me,
Right.
Especially if it's something that's like kind of true. I'll be like, oof.
Right.
That
I
kind
know.
of
I'm like, why'd you have to go there?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know you. And
Yeah.
You're coming for my
But
life.
if it's something like, this one's my favorite one, the pick me. It's like, oh, she says she's so small. I'm like, well, I am. It's like
No, she's
alarmingly
literally
small.
small.
It's like
Right.
people will meet me and they're like, oh my God, you're smaller than I thought you were. And I'm like, well, I truly can't help it. I wish I was tall.
Me and you next to each other, standing up. When
You
I'm
always say
heels.
that.
I know.
I wish I was in your position. I wish I was
I
tall.
wish like
because I wanted to be a model.
I could give you some, and like
and we
we'd,
could
like,
just be a little leveled out.
Yeah.
But that's why you're not a pick me, because a lot of short girls to tall girls like masculinize us, and they're like, "Oh my God, you make me feel so small." But like, you're
No,
like,
I
I'm
wish I was tall.
You're like, I'm literally just short. That's just the
I
tea.
can't help it. I try to
That's
wear heels
not
as much as I
pick me at
can.
all.
Yeah.
I'm wearing platforms right now.
I mean, yeah, we get that. We get a different version of that all the time. So
Yeah.
many people come up to us and are just like,
They're like, you're like my boyfriend height. A lot
What?
of
Wait,
guys,
no.
like,
Shut up. People say that.
The things that
the
women
thing-
will say to us is actually
They're like,
bizarre.
look at how small
I
she
think
makes
Bizarre,
me.
yeah.
I think the only thing I've told a tall woman is, "You're so tall. I wish I was as tall as you because I wanted to model."
That's what you say to me every time. Yeah.
I truly wish.
That's real.
Yeah, and you're just
The only thing I think I'd miss is like being good at hide and seek.
Yeah, it's hard.
Oh.
I'm like really good at hide and seek because I could fit in like
Hard
cabinets.
I want to do like a big ol' like have a bunch of people over and just play like hide and
do
seek.
it.
Like whatever
I'll win.
happened to game nights?
I'm gonna lose.
You know, a lot of my friends have game nights and I don't go because I get bored.
Really?
I hate like board games.
Oh well, that's
know.
that's
I
annoying.
can't do
I want to
board
do
games.
like
Fishbowl, charades.
Yes,
Yeah,
like
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 fun.
social games.
Yes.
like yeah.
That's every sober party we go to. We play like charades and fishbowl.
Are you sober as
And
well?
it's so late. Yeah,
Cool.
We met at a sober living. I was
Oh, really?
I was the manager of the sober
she
living.
was the
That's
manager.
amazing.
It was in New York City.
Cool.
Man.
I came in like 2 months sober, like
Fighting for her
fighting for my
life.
fucking life. And
Then
you
we
know,
fell in love.
we did fall in love. She got me through it, and then I was like, "All right, y'all, I think I'm gonna come back to LA because I can't stand this." I was so depressed because the weather.
I was like, let me follow you.
And then you know, she kind of
That's amazing. I didn't know.
Yeah, no,
Oh yeah,
that's
no. I
that's
feel
our
like
lore.
not a lot of people know.
That's
Cool.
our lore.
That is
Fun.
lore.
With different shit that people say to you online, I want to like kind of transition. Have you ever had a experience with someone or a fan in real life that has like left you like aghast?
Yes, I could think of one off the top of my head, or maybe two. I'll say the most recent one. The most recent one that happened is like someone came up to me in public and was like, "Why aren't you getting back with your ex?" I'm like, what?
Oh.
They've come up to him and said that too, and I'm like, it's one thing to comment that. I get
Right.
it. We're friends. It's weird. People think it's odd. It's polarizing. But to come up to me in person and be like, "So why aren't you getting back together with your ex?" I'm like, well, because we broke up.
Yeah, because it just
I
wasn't
think I think the parasocial relationship is a little weird, which I get. It happens, but to bring it up in person was kind of wild. I was like, oh.
What'd
That
you
it-
say?
I said, oh, because we broke up. And I laughed it off. But I think that was a little odd.
Yeah.
Other than that, I love when people come up to me. I don't mind it at all.
Yeah.
I once was
I don't
holding a
either.
bag of my own throw up and I said yes to a photo.